I'm back. Wow, look at this facial hair, dude. It's like gingery and not full. Welcome back. I'm here with some facial hair and a cool haircut that I did by myself. A little late, but you know what? Better than never. Welcome back to the Bublitz Fantasy Football League 2015. Here we are on week 10, and I am going to get straight into it. But first, let's go live to a Robbie Gould field goal. And it's a tie game at 10-10 with the Bears in St. Louis against the Rams. Alright, this week I face Chris in a battle of the good guys. And I'm predicting I'm going to win even though Le'Veon Bell broke himself. So I'm rolling with Doug Martin, Mark Ingram, whatever. I'm just going to check Chris's team to see what he's got going real quick. Tyrod Taylor, he played Thursday. He's what I like to call garbage. So Justin wins as always. Then we have Soggy Wet Dreams, Tom Kubat. You know you can change your name, right, Tom? You can change it. You've had 2 ties this year. It's ridiculous. It's time for you to go down. But the thing is, you're facing Danny with Cosby's Blood and Pops. So that's another win for you. So our division is pretty much going to be you and me going at it in the playoffs. Kristen's been coming up lately, but this week she faces Susie, who's in even tighter position. So let's get into that real quick. Airing it out versus Victoria's Secret. Kristen, you've been doing well lately, but at the same time, not a fan of your team. You got Felipe Rios, Phil Rivers on the bye. You didn't put anyone in for him. Stevie Johnson from San Diego is number 1 receiver now that Malcolm Floyd is out. He's done. But you still have him in, so Susie's going to win this game because you don't do anything. Does this sound familiar? You did the same shit last year, and thankfully I'm taking over. So you're not going to go to the playoffs with an attitude like that. Susie's rolling hard with Blake Bortles as QB. I think her other person's on a bye or something. I don't know who she has. Let's just check that out real quick. Yeah, Andrew Luck and Eli Manning. Well, Eli's playing, but Blake Bortles is the hot hand in Jacksonville. Who would have thought anyone would be playing a Jacksonville player this year? So I've got me, Tom, and Susie winning so far. And then we've got Bob, neighbor Bob, against Mary Bublitz and Mama Bear. Now, I would love to see Bob win because he's rolling at 3-6. And honestly, I'd like to see Susie make the playoffs. So if Mary lost, that would make it, better chance. But we'll see. Right now, the score is 18-8, Mary over Bob. Projections still are in Mary's favor. Let's see. Jeremy Langford on the Bears, 0 points so far. DeMarco Murray, injury risk, whatever. And let's see over on Bob's side. Brandon Cooks from New Orleans, okay. But Aaron Rodgers, not the hot hand right now, so still early in the game. We'll see where that takes us. And then last game, which I am calling the game of the week, Mike against Adele. And then, let's see, my projections are always, well, not my projections, but I always assume that Dale's going to win. Right now, Dale is sitting at 5-4, second place in the Highway to Hell division with Mary, Susie, I think Mike, and someone else. Can't remember, but whatever. Right now, Dale is projected to win by 20 points. And I figured LaShawn McCoy had a good game so far, but people like Russell Wilson and James Jones over on Mike's team, not a fan of. So let's get rolling, Papa Bear. It's going to be a tough week for everyone. But once you get to the scoreboard, we're not scoreboard, I'm looking at standings. So I'm prepared for this, but it's because I've been trying to grow this thing out forever. And what's great is I can do this. Get a mustache. Yeah, so that's funny. So if Tom and I win, we will put ourselves another game above Kristen. And if Kristen loses to Susie, Kristen will be 4 games behind me. So if she loses today, she's pretty much out. Bob and Danny, you're pretty much out already. So I can assume Tom and myself will be getting those, playoff berths. Now on the Highway to Hell division, you got Mary, Dale, Susie, Chris, and Mike. Now right now it's close. The top 4 with Chris being fourth, 1.5 games behind. So it's gonna come pretty close. It's gonna be tight. You can buy me off to move your spot up in the playoffs. $37 paid via PayPal. So it's gonna be a tough week. Let's talk Ronda Rousey. Got her ass handed to her last night by Holly Holm in the second round, about 2 minutes in. Actually, I believe it was about 59 seconds in. Holly Holm, stayed close, got in, wasn't dealing with Ronda Rousey's brawling style. Ronda Rousey looked like absolute crap. Just looked like a drunk girl at a bar with this MMA fighter here. And pretty good, pretty fun. Except the fight was on at about midnight, so that was cool. Had a drink and watched that. Rehydrating with water. Water is very important. I try to aim to drink 6 to 8 cups a day. Means I pee a lot, but you know what? It's all good because I got a standing desk now at work, so I can mosey on over. I'm just trying to ramble a little bit to justify the length of this video. But if you were looking for any other advice, recipes, what do you want to make? I will think of something for you. I will cook it on here. Otherwise, I'm just gonna play some video games or watch the Bears games here and see what kind of goes on. So I'm bored. Have a video this week. Initially wanted to do a song, but it's hard for me to sing and play at the same time. I'm working on it. I'm going to prepare for some excellent playoff video stuff. Other than that, I'm just going to be very GQ-esque with my beard and my hair. So for those of you paying attention at home, I appreciate your viewership, and I got out of the hole that was the lack of videos, mainly because when you own a house, you get extremely busy. You find yourself outside raking up leaves and sticks, trimming bushes, draining the lawnmower, which I haven't done yet, and doing other things to make sure your home is ready for winter. I anticipate this week that I will take the windows and put that little plastic stuff up with the hairdryer so we can save costs for the winter. So it's not that I've forgotten about you guys, but it's been busy. Other than that, things are great. We got a new entertainment center thingy, and it's after Halloween, so I should change that. But anyway, watch the games, and I appreciate everything. Now, let's roll week 10. I like how that is a perfect 10.